we're back in terms of video. So jungle is massive to that. Okay, so just to reset for the people watching via the video via the Google's Hangout, all of this, but what you missed before, there was 10 minutes of footage, 10 minutes of footage of us just generally getting to know Ruby, knowing about her school life, and learning about her favorite subjects at school. Let's just put a cherry on top and ask you, not just for my benefit, but for people listening at home, people wanting to get involved. I wish there was some kind of like a thing that I could see if there's a chat room or something, but I don't know. What activities after school do you do other than homework?
What? Do you mean things to do with school?
Just general.
I play out with friends sometimes, or sometimes I'll just stay at home and chill and talk to friends on my iPad.
Okay, cool.
My awesome.
Also, you play Minecraft a lot, don't you, with your friends?
Yes, that is a person's favorite.
That's a what?
A favorite.
A favorite. Cool. Okay, so let's get into the meat of the conversation, which is the outburst. Now, the reason why I said, before I said that this is the second time that Ruby's seen this, possibly third. When I was with your mum, I had a couple of these, but this is like
that I was a baby then, so
yeah.
I will not remember any of that. To me, this is the first one.
Yeah. There was a few times where I would just throw stuff about. One time, from what I remember, I stopped traffic, and one of my colleagues from college saw it, and I was super embarrassed about that as well. She actually asked me the next day what happened and if I was okay, and because I didn't, because I've always been this way, I just washed it off and told her, look, I was okay. I didn't, if I knew what I knew now, I would say, look, I had an outburst. It's every once in a blue moon this happens. I don't know what to tell you. But to reset for you and people who are new to the show, this is actually the second time in 6 months that I had an outburst. The first one I had was Thanksgiving. I went to watch the American football in town. I had a few drinks. I went to Burger King. A quick thing about being high function autistic is we tend to be very inappropriate. So somehow I made an inappropriate joke, and shit hit the fan, and everybody just went ape shit. And I ended up having an outburst. I said some things I'm not going to repeat because they will upset you. And they ended up doing a lot of damage to property in public. I ended up getting arrested for it, and I was put on bail, and it was just generally happiness, sunshine, rainbows and unicorns. After what happened then, I thought a lot of bad things, but most of the time I would oversleep, and I wouldn't leave my house. It would be very hard for me to have any joy of doing anything. It was tough. So that brings us to Thursday, and how it started out, in my perspective, is my mum is very concerned about electricity. It's a massive house that we're in at the moment. Oh, huge. It's 3 stories. Is it 3 stories?
Yeah, it's 3 stories, because downstairs, this floor, and Auntie Nun's floor.
Auntie Nun's floor. I mentioned in the Christmas episode that I stayed in that upper floor.
Yeah, because Auntie Nun's moved down here, so therefore you're the tool.
My little
thing.
safe haven.
Yeah, your little personal space moved.
My personal space had been moved and invaded.
Yes.
So yeah, I mentioned in the Christmas episode that I was upstairs and I enjoyed it. I don't know why she keeps changing it, but
I think it's to do with tidiness.
tidiness.
Yeah, because antonyms just want to be up there, but basically, if she doesn't tidy her room, Nana's this sort of punishment for her is to move her back down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Each to their own. We all have our different ways of parenting.
Yeah.
I feel that I'm quite relaxed with you.
Yeah.
But go on.
That's because I can do most things by myself because I just do.
Yeah, because you're old enough to.
Yeah, I've been doing that for a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But I kind of feel with you, I'm okay to give you you're okay to do a number of things, but when you go too far, I will pull you back and I'll tell you you've gone too far. And at the moment, everything is fine, everything cool. If anything, I'm the one that's going too far. So Nana's came down and she tried to explain to me that the lights were on and there was a lot of energy being burnt off. And what frightened and what kind of started it for me is it was the way, because I was quite chilled. I was actually on my Facebook, I think it was my personal Facebook, I put that I was watching a film called Vamps, and it was on a horror channel. We have this thing where since I've been here, I've been watching pretty much nothing but the horror channel, and that includes classic Doctor Who. So if you've seen the tweets, I've been mentioning Doctor Who quite a bit, and a couple of the horror films on the horror channel.
What horror channel we mean? It's not the proper Sky horror channel, the crappy horror channel that has terrible films.
That's the only horror channel that there is.
There's a Sky horror channel, but you don't have the updated Sky. You have old Sky. On Sky HD, there's a proper.
Well, no, we have two. We have two.
Awesome. Yeah, in the front room.
Yeah.
There's better horror channels there. But our sort of hangout is in the family room, isn't it?
You see, as an artist for over 10 years, first of all, I'll tell you to shut your mouth, you dickhead. Secondly, I would argue that the independent movie channel is better than Sky Movies horror because it is made by people who are not regimented by rules and restrictions that Hollywood does. It's very old school the way people make horror on the horror channel.
I suppose. I get what you're saying, but I suppose people just have different.
Oh yeah, different
opinions.
strokes for different folks, and also, with all due respect to you, you're in a bracket that Hollywood loves, as in from, I would say officially from 16 to 25. That bracket of audience is the audience that most of Hollywood tries to target because they're the most influential.
Yeah.
So if you see an old ass dude like me, I'm 33.
You're not old.
No, I'm not old, but I'm not as young as you. So Hollywood will kind of think, nah, he's done. We don't give a crap about him. So I tend to find, in fact, I kind of grew up in the indies anyway. So to me, I've always felt that the passion and commitment and just there's more to say in the indies than there is in Hollywood. So I was watching Vamps. I was commenting on Facebook. What I'll do, because I never got to finish that because of what happened, what I'll do, I'll post it in the show description, what was said and what I was trying to say. So Nana's came down, my mum, and
that's what I call.
Yeah, that's what.
Saying that for me.
Yeah. So my mum came down, and she was like, "Oh, everything needs to be turned off." And I really wish I did this before, but I wanted to play a video about autistic people, because there's certain things that scare us or just put us on edge. And for me personally, I feel that when my mum talks to me in a certain way, when she does things in a certain way, I feel it's frightening, because it's hard to explain. But anyway, she was basically very frightened. She was very anxious about the electricity being burnt, and particularly in the front room as well.
Yeah, I think downstairs, I counted some of the stuff, and I didn't count all of it, but I got to 36 quite quickly.
These are all the electrical things downstairs in the house.
So if you think, if like half of them were on, think of how much money that's burning.
Yeah, which is fair enough.
And half is about what you had on.
I was in the living room at the time. I think I had forgotten how to turn everything off. So for me, it was there was a couple of lights on, and I think the night before I left a couple of the lights on because I didn't know how to turn them off, and this really pissed my mum off, which is understandable. And a lot of the things I can't remember, but basically it got more and more heated, and it just got to a point. I mean, I feel a bit frightened about this now, a bit scared. So I think in a way, it's kind of like this. It's like in films, like there's a train coming and there's a person there, and then another person tries to jump in front of the train, push the person out of the way, so it hits the train. So to me, what I was trying to do is, from what I remember, I was trying to close the door in my mum's face to warn her off, to say, look, this is about to happen.
Yeah.
STFO.
FO.
Yeah. Get thee out.
Oh.
So anyway, so yeah, just back off, go away.
Yeah. When it actually started, I heard you say I warned you. So but Nana's obviously didn't understand your warning. Yeah. So you didn't try to warn her.
Yeah, and then just hell broke loose. I don't remember pushing. I don't remember pushing her down to the floor.
I think
a lot of the things I don't remember. The only thing I remember is the tree broke, and I remember thinking, how because this happened, because I don't know.
You definitely pushed the tree though. I know you did something to the tree.
Because
someone had turned it off, and two, it was in a different position. But Nana said the tree had already been broken, so I don't think that was you. But going back to pushing over, I think at one point she fell over because she was obviously she's a bit unstable. And when you grabbed the fruit, which you'll tell them about in a minute, that might have like.
Oh no, I completely blacked out. If I'm being honest, I've mentioned this on the show before. There's a classic Nintendo GameCube advert, and it's all these games in a cube, and each side of the cube has a game on it. But like from the camera perspective, you're looking at the cube and the sides of the cube, and that's pretty much how I would describe an autistic outburst. It's kind of like it's almost like an out of body experience. It's like, you know, it's you doing it, but you can't control it to a certain extent.
We understand you. When you have an outburst, you don't know what you're doing. You, in your head, you sort of think you're doing the right thing or something, and it will be effective. But what we try to tell you is that doing things like that doesn't help it's best to sit down and talk it out.
Yeah, and I think if I had some control, I would have. I would have sat down. I would have talked about it. So anyway, hell breaks loose. How long were you awake for this?
The whole thing.
The whole thing. So
yeah, because I'd been awake anyway because I was watching PewDiePie.
Okay. Yes. So, how were you feeling?
What, at the time?
Yeah. Well, no. During this bit. During when it first started, when you said that you heard.
When it. What? Sorry, what were you going to say?
Like when it first started, and I was like freaking out. What was going through your mind? What were you thinking was happening?
First off, I heard Nanny's come downstairs and tell you about the lights, and then I heard you yell, and I thought, I didn't think anything, like, I didn't think it was going to get to the extent that it did. I thought you were just going to have, like, an argument, and then it'd be done. And then, Nanny's was about to come upstairs or something, and then she turned back. Oh yeah, and then she turned back.
I remember telling her to F off.
Yeah. I think she heard you say that, and she also went back for some fruit, she said. So, yeah. And I heard her go back, and then you started talking again, and then I just heard, I don't really know how to.
If you give me a hint, I'll finish it off for you.
All I know is I heard a thud, and then I heard Nanny's start crying, but I don't actually think you purposely pushed her over or some. I don't.
I think for those who've never seen it, like I said, it's like I had very little control. I feel that the one at Thanksgiving was putting a very similar thing. I tend to find that these outbursts are situations where I'm in a small space, I'm trapped, and I feel it's fight or fright. Or if I am fighting verbally, I feel like I'm misunderstood. Like
So you think doing it? Got the word now. What's the word? When you like hit people, what's that word?
I don't think when I have an outburst, it's like, to the best of my knowledge, I don't think I've hit people. I think it's more of a wrestle. If anything, I just break stuff.
Yeah.
So at Thanksgiving, I broke, a lot of equipment.
You didn't. So you go first.
No, I was just gonna finish. So I broke a lot of equipment at the Burger King in Manchester. I did a lot of shenanigans with. Sorry, I'm smiling because I was just thinking of something. The only thing that got destroyed was Nana's fruit.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'd like to say, rest in pepperoni, Nana's fruits. And this is the time where we should have Enya, Only Time, playing. Do 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 do. Only Time. I can't remember it. I don't know if I'd be. Yeah, rest in pepperoni. So yeah, no. Somehow I just found that the police were called, and I think I had to be arrested because of assault or just to calm things down and stuff.
they thought taking you, because when they were talking to you, you kept like popping your head out the door and saying things to Nanny.
Yeah.
Telling her you hated her and stuff.
So I said I never wanted to see her again.
Yeah.
I think that was on a cool down, but it was on a calm down.
Yeah. So they took you away from her to completely calm you down. Because when you came back the next day, you completely calmed, and then until no one spoke to you.
I wouldn't go so far to say that I was calm. It's more of a, I'm going to be honest with you guys, straight up. I've been here and I've kept myself to myself more than usual because I'm absolutely fucking terrified. I'm terrified of almost everyone, apart from this girl here, which is why I spend a lot of the time. It's just got to a point now where I feel that because of the situation that I'm in, I'm trying to make, what I do profitable. I'm trying to create art. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. And I feel that if it falls on its arse, it's gonna be heartbreaking for me. Next week's episode, it's going to be the 5-year anniversary of The Hunger Within, which is my directorial debut as a theatre director, and I really want to talk about that next week, because even though it was the first thing I ever did, it had so much potential in so many ways, but there was a lot of things that my autism kind of ruined. What I might do, I might post a private link to that in the description. But there's a lot of things that I want to do that I feel paralyzed to not do because of the situation. It's kind of like a vicious circle. So, a vicious circle, and every time I lap it, there's like anxiety, going round and round, and I keep hitting the anxiety as a lap. So I feel that would explain why we have this situation where it is the second violent outburst that we have. Let's tell you what. Let me quickly tell you what happened when I was in the police van. When I was in the police van, I was angry for a bit, and then, oh, you know what? It's very difficult to tell people's mannerisms.
Do you know what was funny about your outburst? That you did it on Autism Day.
You know what? And when I was walking away, Autism Awareness Day, which was Thursday, it's the day before Good Friday. I actually shouted out,
Happy Autism Day.
Happy.
Oh no, you said it. Happy Autism Day, everyone, and then you said
Happy Awareness. Yeah, and you heard me shout that. Yeah, even though I was having this outburst, and Nanas was right that I would never hurt you, never ever hurt you. Yeah, you okay?
Yeah.
That was a big breath. Do you want a hug?
You know, when you shouted that, that made me burst into tears. It was sort of with happiness and because I was sad, so both.
I felt similar.
Happy, sad.
It's just
I'm so happy I was sad.
I was so gutted that you had to see that on that level, and
I didn't actually see you. The only point.
No, but you were present there.
The only point I actually saw you that night, when it happened, was when you were poking your head out the door every now and then. And yeah, I was sat on the stairs. I don't actually think you saw me. Did you see me?
I don't remember.
I was sat just where you would be able to see like the hallway at the top of the stairs. So I sat just there, but actually you wouldn't have been able to see me because every time you poked your head up the door, I ran back up the stairs.
You were frightened of me, and that should never be. I should never be. You should always respect me. You should never be frightened of me. It should be like a government thing, you know. V for Vendetta. You haven't seen it yet, but basically it's one of the quotes from there. I was in the police van. I was there, and I was just like monologuing aside to myself, and I said something. I just burst into tears. It was something about being treated as a person rather than a number, and I just remember just like bursting into tears, just like proper like. Do you remember that? Did you watch the World Cup? Did you see that little Brazilian kid with the glasses? And it was like when the 5th goal went in and he burst into tears. This is Schadenfreude, no pun. This is Schadenfreude. That little kid was burst into tears. I was crying like him. So yeah, karma exists, people. So yeah, I was crying, and then it took ages to get to the police station, and I remember seeing wet paint. And you know what I did when I saw the wet paint? You'll never guess what I did.
What?
I quoted Doctor Who. I saw the wet paint, and I turned to the police officer and I said, "Oh, you've redecorated. I don't like it." And nobody got the joke, and I was so pissed off about that. There's no one in this police station watch Doctor Who. No one.
I got new kidneys.
I don't like the colour of these kidneys. And then it was all kinds of shit. Oh yeah. I had to talk about my mental health, and again, for Ruby's sake, I'm not going to go into it. But there was one point I just burst into tears again, and then I thought, well, because I seem like such an emo kid. Yeah.
Say what you want.
Thank you.
You can't hurt me by words.
I know.
Just saying.
I know. But like, because this is for a large audience, not just for the regular listeners, not just for the first time listeners, not just for my family, not just for my friends. You know, this is like, this is for people who autism and stuff. And I saw right after the Montreal screw job, Shawn Michaels had his kid there, and Bret Hart asked him, "Did you know about that spot?" And Shawn Michaels was like, "I fucking God, I have no fucking idea what happened." And someone put in the comments, yeah, because it's getting a bit dark. Yeah. And someone put in the comments, just like Michaels, to swear in front of his kid, classy. And for some reason, that just kind of sticks with me. You know, you have an idea who I am. People, the regular listeners, who I am. But for some reason, there's this whole idea about being obsessed with how the public see me. Anyway, so I'm going to try not to say the F word. I'll say shit and dick.
You can swear in front of me, because I'm going to tell you this.
Mm-hmm.
Don't tell me it's 19 movies, but...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, but wait.
Yeah.
So I'm used to it anyway. And I also watch I watched PewDiePie, for God's sake.
That's my fault. I got Ruby into PewDiePie.
No, you didn't. I
Yes, I did.
Did you?
I did.
No.
Nigga, I was the first one that introduced you to PewDiePie, because like
Well, how?
It was the scary ones. It was a scary montage. Because the first one he did, that I thought was fucking hilarious, was the It's like, "Hello, I've got a problem with my car," and you used to quote me on that. I can't remember the game, what it was.
All I know is that I've only just started watching PewDiePie. Literally, I started watching it a couple of days ago when I came here.
So anyway, yeah, so like I'm talking about my health and previous situations. I may go into it in terms of that bit on an episode of the future, and it set me off again. And one of the officers said to me, "How do you feel now?" And I said to her, "I feel a bit shitty because like there's this beautiful policewoman, officer, typist, but I'm crying like a bitch. I tell you what I'd like to do in the morning when I'm released, I'd like to take you out. We'll have a coffee because you've got really." I started chatting her up. The office woman, I just started chatting her up. It's just like, well, you know what? I'll have, I've got nothing else to do.
Well, I can, might as well just.
Yeah, I can go to my cell, do push-ups, and go to sleep, or I can have some stimulus.
She's there, might as well.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like anyone's interested in her. I might as well take her.
I tell you what, the cells, the police thing that I went to are absolutely disgusting.
Were they like the cells on my game?
No, I didn't get a double bed.
They're not double beds. I made that double bed. I put 2 beds together.
Yeah, like it kind of felt like plastic, like I was sleeping on plastic. And they started out and they gave me one blanket, and I don't know if you know how I sleep, but I like to cover the whole of my body up.
Yeah, you
and,
do.
And I was like, this, I can't do this. So I was like, I pressed the bell and I felt a bit like I was taking the biscuit. It was just like, can I please have another blanket? And so, yeah. So I was able to cover myself up.
What? Because I wake him up in the morning, what he likes to do is he likes to sleep with the blanket all over him. He gets his fist and puts it right above his head, so I can't pull the blanket off him. And to wake him up, I slap him in the face. It's not because I don't like him.
No,
it's our routine.
No, for real. I can't stand you. I hate you.
Yeah, I hate you too. You're a horrible person.
I'm gonna wait till you're sleeping. I'm gonna get I'm gonna empty this pillow. And I'm gonna fill out the soap and I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
I'm gonna freeze it to your nose, though, you.
Oh, word! You wouldn't dare, you noob.
I would too.
I will wreck you, Matt.
How are you gonna wreck me? I play prison games.
Nigga, I just told you. I'm gonna fill this pillow with soap and then beat the crap out of you with it.
I'm gonna give you buttersock. If people who are watching this, if you watched iCarly as a kid, you will know what I mean.
I don't.
They will.
By the way, the blondes. Well, I've always thought the blonde was hot. I had this thing for tomboys.
She's very good.
Because there's Sam.
Samantha Puckett.
And what's that other one in Victorious?
In Victorious?
Yeah.
What?
Like the goth girl.
Oh, I know who you mean.
Is she called Victoria?
No. She looks like she should be called.
Anyway, I have this thing for tomboys. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it is.
She's not a tomboy. She's a goth.
No, but she's strong.
She's emo.
She's goth. I tell you what, you can't call emos goths and goths emos. That's like calling a Pakistan man an Indian. That's highly offensive to them. For real. If I was like one of those minorities, like Indian or Pakistani, and if you called me the reverse of that, I'd be like, I'll beat the crap out of you.
Would you like to meet my fist? Fist? Hi.
Yeah. You keep talking that jabber again, and you're gonna meet my friend Pain. Pain.
His name is Unicorn. His name is Horn.
Unicorn, meet my horn.
No. Be like, oh wait, I'm sorry, you're giving my hand a boner.
Nice. It's the classics. We all love the classics.
Oh, you could do Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, you did it wrong. It's and slowly whilst you're winding it up, the middle finger comes out.
Yeah, and then it's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize how this machine worked.
Yeah, they were recording. So anyway, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so like in the morning, I actually, I was given money to get back to my mum's, but the punchline was is that I didn't bring my wallet. All I had was my phone on me. The thing was is that I actually tried to find ways of getting of using PayPal to do things, and then it just got to a point where I just started becoming really depressed again. I just thought I just don't want to eat.
I was trying to think of ways to contact you while you were in there, and I completely forgot about Instagram. Have you got? Yeah, Instagram's on your phone. But I was trying to think of ways to contact you because I thought I'd try and talk to you, calm you down while you're there, give you a bit of comfort, but I couldn't find anything.
I would have actually thought of like just coming here, just packing my stuff and just finding a way back to Manchester, because I was, as well as.
Yeah, I wouldn't have let you do that.
Yeah. I just feel that to me, there was part of me that was angry because I tried to explain to my mum previously, I need to remember these links because previously I showed my mum this video about things not to say to people who are autistic.
She obviously didn't listen.
It's not that she didn't listen, it's just that she forgot. And I think
she is very forgetful.
Yeah, my mum is very forgetful. So
no. Sorry.
I forgot what I was going to say now. I tell you what, I'll just make something up. So like, so yeah, no, I was. Half of me was angry that she forgot that, and then half of me was kind of disappointed that I would be angry that she forgot that because I've confused myself, and half of me was kind of ashamed and embarrassed, and I feel that this is the reason why I spend so much time alone. It's to justify and it's to protect people from this. Every time I go out in public, I mean, even today, there was like people, people was trying to get eye contact with me. When you went into what, get me to watch a film, Cinderella, which is slightly ironic considering I'm non-monogamous, and we've talked about this again on the show. By the way, does it end how it normally, I would imagine it ends? She marries the prince and that bollocks. Yeah,
but she finally, that girl was way too nice, and at the end she finally sticks up to the fairy godmother. Not fairy godmother, I'm not going to say that, but yeah, someone.
No, not the fairy. I know, no, the stepmother.
Yeah,
Let's be honest. It's Cinderella. There's not so much. There's not that much that you can spoil about it. It's one of those films where the journey is more important than the destination.
Yeah, but they did change a few things. Like the other shoe got smashed by the female dog.
So how did the dude find it? Chucking DNA prints.
So they had 2 shoes, obviously.
Yeah, no, you're saying that both of the shoes were smashed.
No, they weren't. I said a shoe.
I thought you said 2 shoes. So anyway, no, you guys went to see that, and as soon as you went in, I was going to go to Starbucks and get like something to eat then. And as soon as I got on the lift, these kids came running down. They came right next to me. I swear down, right next to me. They were doing something to my left arse cheek. I have no idea what it was. I don't know if it was a bag that was just poking me. But I just generally, and there was this one kid like over my shoulder, and I could just see them just staring at me, just eyeballing me like.
I hate it when there's someone behind you and just feel them burning into your back. You're stood there like, what's wrong with your eyes? You got laser eyes or something?
And it's even worse.
In my head.
It's even worse. I tell you what, you are the one person in the whole world that I can look at. I can rarely do it with my sister. I can rarely do it with my mum. It's you. And I don't.
I think it's because everyone says I look like you, so it might just be like a mirror.
Yeah, I'm vain like that anyway. So yeah, no, I mean, like, I was going to places. I went to KFC. I got a burrito, and I was just paranoid. Either people, yeah, it was crap actually.
Yeah, burritos are really.
No.
Unless you make them yourself.
There's a place in Manchester, and I forgot what it's called, and they do really nice burritos. But the KFC burritos, I'm sorry, but they're overrated. For real, they're overrated. They're crap. There's just not enough flavor. There's no guacamole. I mean, WTF?
Where did you say you've gone?
KFC.
KFC stuff isn't that good anyway.
I like the burgers.
The burgers are probably the only things that are good there.
And the chicken. No, I don't like the chips. Nope.
I like any fast food chips except from thick ones. Like they're sort of middle sized. And then McDonald's have thin ones. Burger King and KFC are thick, and then like restaurants have thick ones.
That's another thing I will want to do, but because of this whole circle, no, I feel you.
What did I just say?
I don't ask you to repeat because I know what you said, but I can't articulate it.
You just continue.
Yeah, I think we need to wrap this up actually because we're running out of time. But yeah, I mean, just like that's one of the things about, for me, being autistic is just like I have a real problem with looking at people and having them look at me. It's just so bad. And talking, if you're not talking about something I don't care, I'm not passionate about, it's nil and void. I completely forget about it. You know what gets me, you know what makes me laugh? It's like when people say, don't tell so-and-so I told this. And it's like, unless so-and-so is a wrestler, I don't give two squirts of piss. I don't care. I really don't. I don't care. So it's like this and this did this and this. Is like, okay, forgotten. I don't care. And so, you know, you can enclose that information with me, but it's not going to get very far. I'm not going to remember. And I think there's this certain gene of being autistic means that I am a bit selfish. Which is another reason why I'm non-monogamous, because I don't think I'll be able to hold another relationship down ever. It's like, I think me and your mum was a one-off, and for me, it was once in a lifetime. And I feel that she was very patient with me.
Never give up.
Oh no, I don't want her back.
No, I didn't mean with that.
I was gonna say, it's like yeah, that train has passed now. Okay, it's like, yeah, we broke the bottle, and now that boat is floating away. It's like
the bottle is just floating.
Yeah. Bon voyage.
No, I meant it was like finding someone else.
It'd have to be batshit crazy. They would.
They'd have to be someone who can put up
all my shenanigans.
Yes. Someone who is not afraid of anything or can understand autistic people. Like someone who...
Like a psychiatrist. I'm going to start trying to bunk my psychiatrist. I think I'll be brilliant.
No, I mean someone who's got like...
We can even roleplay. Oh no, that's you didn't. No, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. That face though.
No.
You should see this. If you're listening via the podcast, you should see Ruby's face of disgust. It's like, WTF, dude.
Good dude. Actually.
It's like.
Come here, Dad.
You what, mate?
Let me show you this.
We can't. You better set this up quickly. I need to sort of do like an out.
No, keep talking. I'll.
So yeah, no. So like, yeah, I think that's the thing about being autistic. It's there is a lot of selfishness. There's a lot of certainly sidetracking. I've probably sidetracked about 20 times during this podcast, and certainly, oh, gross. No, I know what it is. If
you've got a dirty mind,
yeah,
it's free pigs.
It's free pigs, but to me that looks like free potatoes. I kind of look. I think we all see that, and we see one thing, and it's like, oh.
I like how you're just like, it looks like a potato.
You see, this is the way I see it. This is for our video things, but for our video, for the audio people, basically it looks like a bloke just like sat on his back, with a massive hard-on.
You seriously, it's really blurred on that, so it looks really bad. It's literally, it's a baby pig and two adult
It's a baby pig and two baby pigs, and it just looks gross. But to me, I kind of saw like the dirt. I kind of saw the dirt, and it's kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of like shaped like a sweet potato.
I see how you think of it. It's the caption that gets me. I see 3 pigs. Why? What do you see? That's what gets me.
Well, let's be honest now. As a woman, it's better to be grossed out of that now, so you know that it's gross. But prepare yourself for later life, because you're going to be vomiting a lot. I think this is something I mentioned on previous episodes. Just guys that send pictures like that. Why? And it's not even like you've established a relationship. It's just like bam.
I did something really funny.
Oh god.
No, it's not like that.
No, I was just thinking of that. It's just like if I was a woman and the first picture that anyone showed me was that, I'd be like block.
I checked Kick last night, right? And this guy had messaged me and I was like, okay, I need to get rid of this guy. So I thought, you want to see a wet pussy? And he said, yeah. So I sent him a picture of a cat in a bath. and he said blocked, and I was like, well, that worked.
Audio listeners, I am face palming.
I know.
I'm horrified. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm horrified.
You see what I'm becoming?
You're becoming me.
Yeah, but it's not like it's not like I sent him the real thing. It was a picture of a kitten as well. It's actually really cute.
What makes you think I would? No.
No, the cat was really cute.
All right.
So cute.
All right. So, we'll way over time. So opportunity to say, but I love you very much, and I'm really, really sorry that you saw that. And I think from the research that I did, there are ways that autistic children deal with it. One video I saw, the child was picked up and he was put into a rocking chair, kind of like a, what are those things on the beach?
Hammock.
Yeah, a hammock thing, and was rocked back and forth.
Oh, I know what you mean. It's like a cross between a hammock and a chair.
I guess so.
I've seen them.
So he was put into that. Apparently rocking tends to help those, but I don't know if it would help autistic adults do that. This is the part of the show where you guys come into play. Please comment either in the video or the recorded video or the audio or in the blog description. As an adult, how do you cope with these outbursts? And yeah, Ruby, how can people find you? Oh, just joking. I'm not doing that. Nope. No, don't worry about it. Basically, it's something that I ask all my guests, how people can get in contact with you, but you're not getting in contact with her.
Why?
Because I don't trust y'all niggas. Nope.
They can Instagram you.
Nope. Anyway,
no, I want followers. Follow me on Instagram.
No.
I only got 36 followers.
You'll be alright. So yeah, in terms of the future of the show, I'm thinking we're going to try aim for 3 episodes a week. Now, hear me out. They're not going to be each an hour and a half long. I'm going to try do half an hour slot for each one. So for Fox Sports, it's the wrestling part of the show, half an hour on that. The NFL, the new football league, half an hour for that, and the rest, and the final episode, just the meat of performing arts, mental health, and being high functioning autism, and put a massive cocktail salad bowl thing. So I'm going to try and start doing that from next week, because there's a lot of things that I've missed because I've just not had the strength. Actually, to be honest with you, it's there was one thing where I did have strength, but my routine was effed up because there was 1 week where I didn't have any internet at all, and that effed everything up. So hopefully from next week things will be normalized. What the?
Who did this? Do you know who Jigglypuff is?
I know Jigglypuff is.
Yeah, who did that?
No, who is that?
I don't know, but it's someone obviously put a proper real face on Jigglypuff.
It's not my face.
That's Jigglypuff.
Okay, I need to describe for the audio listeners. Like, basically, oh crap! I pressed the button. Oh, wait, is it Instagram?
Yeah.
So, okay,
yeah.
So like, I don't know if you guys can see it.
It's basically.
Oh, there you go. You can see it.
Yeah.
So like, for the video people, there's that. I have no idea who that is, but basically, for our audio listeners, basically, for my description, it's Jigglypuff, but instead of his normal face, it looks like George Michael. This guy looks like George Michael.
It's full on detail. There's detail. He's got hair and eyebrows.
Oh yeah, he's got
eyes.
Yeah, it's got like a goatee. That's like a goatee, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah. So.
You know, BTW just gave them my Instagram link, don't you?
What? Oh crap.
Follow me. Wait, actually, my account's private, so.
Yeah.
Troll.
So anyway, hopefully you guys have enjoyed the show. Hopefully things have been a bit more clear. Hopefully we can move on from this. Hopefully we can help each other to grow and to contain these minuses of being autistic, because now that I realize, now that I accept that I'm high functioning autistic, I am proud, because there are certain things and passions and beliefs that I'm really passionate about, and that breathes life, and it gives me a personality. So for me, the only thing that needs to be controlled in terms of the autism is the outbursts and what to do when I'm frustrated, because both of these outbursts have happened because I was frustrated. I was in a small environment and I didn't know what to do. So, let's work together and let's see if we can do something about this. I'm over Makeba. She is Ruby Lily. We're going to go down to the shop and buy fags and vodka.
Smoke weed every day.
Smoke weed every day.